together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in, stacking up. Green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, that's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome, guys, back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm Timothy Earle, and today we've got a full day of baseball. We've got we got one NBA game, which we're going to be starting the Eastern Conference Finals. We got one NHL game, which will be starting the Western Conference Finals. And so it should be a decently long slate. So I'm ready to go ahead and jump into it. Before we jump into it, we'll go ahead and talk about how we have now gone 4 straight profitable days up on the site. So on a nice little heater right now, because we were up 2.35 units yesterday. Split even in the EPL. Wolverhampton did not get there, but Manchester City minus 1.5 did. Manchester City was minus 106, so it was exactly break even. Miami Marlins was a mistake. That game was tied 1-1 at one point. And then 8 runs in the 6th inning and 5 runs in the 9th inning for Chicago, and that one got out of hand very quickly. The under in the Pittsburgh Pirates game finished 1-0, which was a nice winner there. The Washington Nationals plus 158, nice 5-3 winner there. The Mets get shut out and lose their 3rd straight game for the first time all year. That was a loser, minus 125 on the money line for that one. Over in the Indiana game, in the Fever game, hit. We had over 172.5. It went and hit 181. So that's now 2 straight winners after 4 losers in a row to start the year. So starting to get back on the right track. The under in the Yankee game, nice winner there, 5-2 game. The Detroit Tigers run line, they were up 4-0. We're coasting, and then all of a sudden 2 1-1 runs for the Cardinals in the 5th, 6th, and 7th. 1 run in the top of the 9th for the Tigers. Unfortunately, is not enough to cover a run line. I did get the 2 playoff games right, because yesterday we were on the Florida Panthers, 5-2 winner there. We were on the Oklahoma City Thunder, which, they were down a little bit to start the at halftime, but definitely big second half. 14-point win in the 3rd quarter, a 16-point win in the 4th quarter, and they went 114-88. So Oklahoma City minus 7, nice winner there. We'll probably be back on OKC in Game 2. And then Oakland Athletics run line at the end of the night, unfortunately, did not work out. They were up 4-1 at one point, and then proceeded to fall apart that very next inning. It is what it is. We keep on rolling the A's every day. College baseball was good yesterday, too. Let me pull up what exactly yesterday. And keep in mind the money lines on some of the big dogs were, they were smaller bets. Mizzou covered the 4.5, did not win. Rice covered the 5.5, did not win. Oklahoma won. Illinois State won. ECU won. Arkansas State did not. And Mississippi State got postponed to today, so that one was a push. Ended up being a profitable day in college baseball as well. Ready to have another big day and all the sports. And let's try to make it 5 straight winning days on the site. But no, we got one chat with Brad saying, "Good morning, Tim. How are you?" Good morning, Tim. How are you? I am good, Brad. I am good, Brad. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Let's go ahead and jump into the MLB card, where I think I've jumped on the same play twice so far this series. No, I did not bet it in the first game. I leaned in the first game. It would have hit in the first game. I was on the under on this game yesterday. But we got the Cincinnati Reds and we got the Pittsburgh Pirates. Brady Singer taking on Andrew Heaney. We'll go ahead and look at the two pitchers in this one. Brady Singer this year has pitched in 9 games to a 5-2 record, a 5.01 ERA, 46 2/3 innings pitched, 26 earned runs, 18 walks, and 43 strikeouts. The Cincinnati Reds have won his last 2 starts, so that's a little bit in the better direction. They've actually done pretty well in the starts. In the 9 starts that he's pitched, they've won 6 of them. So good for him. On the opposite side, you got Andrew Heaney. 9 starts for him, a 2-3 record with a 3.02 ERA. Besides, what's his name? Skeens. Besides Skeens, Heaney's been the best pitcher on the Pirates. 15 2/3 innings pitched, 17 earned runs, 19 walks, and 38 strikeouts. And I could easily see Heaney being traded at the deadline. Also, he's kind of getting the effect that Skeens is getting because he's getting no run support. You look at the last couple of games for him, and it has not been pretty. No runs, 2 runs, 4 runs in terms of run support. So he has not been getting all that lucky. So he's pitching well, but unfortunately not getting any run support. We'll go look at WRC plus numbers. Cincinnati versus versus left-handed pitching is 74 WRC plus. That is 22nd in baseball. Not particularly good. Pittsburgh, 74 WRC plus, 29th in baseball, only ahead of Colorado against right-handed pitching. So once again, both teams can't hit off of this pitching. We'll go ahead and take a look at the money movements in this one. I'm waiting for it to load up. If it can load up sometime today. It's not. That's annoying. Please. Let me reset the website, I guess. I'm not getting any line movements. That's fun. All right. We'll go over and look at the money and all that stuff. I'm going to go all markets. 74% of the bets and 73% of the money is on the Cincinnati Reds. More of the money is on the under, which makes sense because I do like the under in this game. If only I could, know what's going on with some of the betting numbers. But it is what it is. Where is? All right. I guess I'm not going to get it. I do like the under again in this game. Obviously, we've seen 2 teams that can't hit in general. It's an early game, getaway game. I like the under in this game. It's at an 8. I can get 8 at -105. I'm going to go ahead and roll Reds, Pirates, under to start the day. Both teams, bottom 5, WRC plus versus the pitching that they are facing. Give me the under 8. We'll roll with it again. There's some chat. Good morning, ESP Tim. I'm on NCAA baseball today and MLB. Let's go. Sorry, the microphone didn't work, so I had to try to. All good, dude. All good. Give me the first 5 under. I like the under in general. Let's roll with it. I need parts for the Astros with Hunter. I do like Hunter Brown. Hunter Brown's like the only guy that I really trust in that Houston rotation. We'll talk about them in a minute. Where's Big Bro Nick? He is no longer with us. He hasn't done the show with me in almost 2 weeks now. He is applying for jobs with certain NCAA organizations, and he's not allowed to do gambling content. So he has not been with us for almost 2 weeks now. Good to see that you're paying attention. I thought Tim would be here. I am here. Hi, I am Tim. Hi, how you doing? Oh, hold on. Maybe if I can do. Do I need to add? No. Do we need to add display name? Does it just need to take away? Oh no, I'm Tim. Hi, Aubrey. Yeah, I was about to say I am Tim. Hi. Tennessee is the Astros under or over. I will look at that in a minute. We'll talk about one game first, and then we'll talk about it. Yeah, Aubrey. Yeah, I'm Tim. What? Brad, we're gonna talk the Guardians and the Twins real quick. And then we'll talk about your Astros. The Twins are not minus 15; they're minus 115. Guardians, Twins minus 155 with a total of 7.5. This has been a very, very hot Twins team, winning 9 out of their last 10 games. So good for them. They are flying right now. We got Logan Allen taking on Bailey Ober. Logan Allen this year, 8 starts, 2-2 record, a 3.7 ERA, 41 and a third innings pitched, 17 earned runs, 20 walks to 31 strikeouts. The Guardians have won his last 2 starts and won 5 out of the 8 that he has started. He's looked decent this year. On the opposite side, you get Bailey Ober, who has looked fantastic. 9 starts, 44-1 record, 3.72 ERA, almost 48 and a third innings pitched, 20 earned runs, 12 walks, 40 strikeouts. I will say I think I've gone over this matchup at least once. Keep in mind, this game was rained out yesterday. So I'm actually not going to go deep into this one because I'm not going to be betting it. Because this series has been all out of whack. Just real quick, the WRC plus numbers for people who want to know. Minnesota against left-handed pitching, right? Is that Minnesota against lefties? Yeah, Minnesota against lefties is 15th WRC plus, 87 WRC plus. They're 15th in the league. Guardians are 19th in baseball with 100 WRC plus. So both teams average or below average. Don't really have anything for this game in terms of market value, which is why I'm going to end up staying off of it. Still don't have line movements, which is very freaking frustrating. I wonder why. I don't understand why I don't have any line movements at all. I wonder if I do this and put it on a different tab, if that'll work. Nope, still no line movements. That's great. That's great. All right, today's the 21st. Yep, today's the 21st. No line movements. That's annoying because I really wanted to get some line movements and that was going to help me out. But it is what it is. We move on. We're going to pass on this game anyways. Hi. Grandma, come with it. Is the Twins? Yeah, it's a doubleheader. It's a doubleheader. And there's a suspended game in there somewhere too. So I'm just going to completely stay away from all of that shenanigans. So no, thank you. Please give my congratulations to Nick. Tim, sorry I haven't been locked in lately. I did notice he hasn't been on. Just bittersweet. I enjoyed both of you guys on here. Me too. Me too. But Nick's off to go do bigger and better things. So I respect it. But we'll go ahead and head to the next game. We get the Houston Astros taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Astros minus 150 with a total of 8.5. It makes sense why the Astros are minus 150 because they have probably 100% the pitching advantage. Hunter Brown versus Taj Bradley. Hunter Brown this year has been great. Obviously, he's one of the Cy Young favorites right now. Let's look. MLB Futures, World Series divisions. Awards. Here we go. Awards for this is American League and Cy Young. Hunter Brown is currently second behind Tariq Skubal, and he's tied with Max Fried at plus 400. So Hunter Brown has been fantastic, and you love to see it. Because I know this is one of the guys that I was super high on coming into the year. In the past couple of years in general, he's like the only bright point of this Houston Astros team that I think is actually good. On the opposite side, you got Taj Bradley, who has pitched in 9 games to a 3-3 record, a 4.8 ERA, 50 2/3 innings pitched, 27 earned runs, 22 walks, and 41 strikeouts. He's been all right. Hitting numbers versus the respective fields, I believe both of them are going up against, both of them are righties, right? Yep, both of them are right-handed pitching. The Tampa Bay Rays are 105 WRC plus, which is 12th in baseball. Houston is 100 WRC plus. So both of them above average hitting. And then in terms of money, it looks like a lot of the money is on the Astros, and I still don't know where the line is moving. I don't know if I could really trust Action Network all that much. According to Action Network, the line's moving towards the Astros. I kind of like the Astros here. I want to back Hunter Brown. So I'm going to do that. We'll go Astros run line. I can get it at plus 110. Brad, I'm backing your Astros. Oh, wait. Is that a 115? I can get a 115. Yeah, Brad, I'm backing your Astros. Back Hunter Brown, who is the second best pitcher in the AL. I like it. Astros run line minus 115. Plus 115. Astros first 5 money line. Yeah, I like the Astros in this one. I don't mind it. I think it's a good spot for it. Quickly. Here we go. Did Astros first to score prop? I don't hate that either. Little nugget for my guys. Cincinnati Bearcats minus 1.5. I think I'm against you. I think I'm against you on that one. I got to remember who they're against, but I think they're against Texas Tech, and I took the opposite side. I did. I'm on Texas Tech. So I did take I took the Red Raiders in that game. I'm gonna go with Hunter Brown. Good luck. I'm with you. Let's head to the next game where we got the Baltimore Orioles, who still can't get out of their own way, taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers minus 125 with a total of 8.5. Tokiano Sagano versus Chad Patrick for the Milwaukee Brewers. Sagano has been like one bright spots of this pathetic Orioles team this year. Yes, pathetic. They have not been good. Obviously, we see their record. They're 15-32. Sagano this year, 9 starts at a 4-3 record, a 3.08 ERA, 52 2/3 innings pitched, 18 earned runs, 9 walks, and 29 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you've got the Milwaukee Brewers, who are throwing Chad Patrick, who has appeared in 10 games, started 9 of them, a 2-4 record, a 3.35 ERA, 48 1/3 innings pitched, 18 earned runs, 14 walks, and 38 strikeouts. So he has been pretty solid this year for the Brewers. We'll go ahead and look at what these two teams are doing against the respective pitchers. Baltimore, once again, they could apparently hit right-handed pitching. They're 8th WRC plus at 112, 8th in the MLB. Milwaukee is not good, 25th in WRC plus, which they have a 91 WRC plus, which not particularly great. Still don't have any line movements, but according to Action Network, the line really hasn't moved, even with 63% of the bets and 57% of the money is on the Brewers. I'm not betting the Orioles. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I will take the over. Actually, no. I'm going to actually just pass on this game altogether. There's no point in me going after it. You don't have to bet every single game. With also not having line movement, I really wish I can just get the line movement at this point. But I can't go after anything with this one. So go ahead, give me just a pass in this game, and we'll move on to another game. It would be Orioles or nothing, and sheesh, I'm not doing that. Your 19 through 33 Texas Tech. Yes, I'm on Texas Tech. They got off to a really bad start, but they were decent in conference play. I don't mind them. And I know a lot of hype's on Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati still gets into the tournament. I think Texas Tech needs to, obviously, they need to win the tournament, the Big 12 tournament in order to even make it. Because even if they go all the way to the championship and lose, they will still be under 500, so they will not be eligible for an at-large bid. So, no, this is 100% a huge spot for Texas Tech. They need to win in order to win the entire thing. Oh, I got line movements now. Real quick on this Brewers game to see if there's anything worthwhile. Line's moving against Milwaukee. Damn it, I'm taking Baltimore. I said I wasn't going to, but I was waiting. With no line movement, I couldn't do anything. Now that I got the line movement, it's gross. Orioles snap their streak. Plus 110 on the Orioles. 9-game losing streak. Yep. Let's get it today. Good luck on your bets. You too, Stuff Joe. Can we do parlay this stream? You can parlay whatever you want. Go for it. Have fun. All right. This game was a blowout yesterday. We got the Chicago Cubs taking on the Miami Marlins. The Cubs are minus 140, total of 9. We got Horton against Myers. Horton has pitched in 2 games this year. He has looked okay. 6 earned runs in 9 innings, 7 strikeouts. But these are obviously his first 2 starts of his career. He is 2-0 in those games. So I'll give him that. But very, very small sample size. Max Meyer was one of the top picks he was the number 3 overall pick in the 2020 draft. Finally getting up. Finally being able to pitch a little bit. 9 starts, 3-4 record, a 4.47 ERA, 50 and a third innings pitched, 25 earned runs, 16 walks, 59 strikeouts. He's had a couple of clunkers lately because he's allowed, 18 earned runs in his last 4 starts. So not particularly great in those, but he has been he was doing all right before then, allowing 3 or less in all the rest of his starts. So he has been pitching okay this year, but I guess for Miami Marlins, he's been pitching all right. We'll go ahead and take a look at the line movement for the hitting stats for these 2 teams. Chicago Cubs, 4th in WRC plus versus right-handed pitching, 116 WRC plus. Miami, 24th. So not good for Miami. The only teams they're ahead of are Milwaukee, Texas, Kansas City, the White Sox, Pittsburgh, and Colorado. So not really a good company to have yourself in. So that's kind of ugly there. We'll go take a look at the line movement between these 2 sides. Cubs, Marlins, both in the National League. No real line movement, though. Open up at 140. I'm starting to see some 145s now for the Cubbies. Open up at 9. The over opened up at 9 plus 1.5, plus 105. Now it's 9 minus 110. So line movement towards the over. All the money's on the Cubbies. I'm not doing this again. Because I know last game I said, let's go ahead and let's take the Miami Marlins and fade the. No, I'm not doing that again. This one's going to be 100% a pass for me. If anything, maybe it's a look towards the over, but nothing I need to get involved in with this game. Sweet. So there are people on Baltimore today. Good to know when I fade y'all into the oblivion. What do you mean there's people on Baltimore today? No, actually, more of the people are on Milwaukee. 63% of the bets, 73%, 57% of the money is on Milwaukee on the money line, and 72% and 82% are on the run lines. So no, more people are on who do you call it? More people on Milwaukee. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? The Cubs will probably win today. I mean, they should. I'm not gonna back that though. Let's go to this game now because we've got the Detroit Tigers and the St. Louis Cardinals. We gotta have to pick them with a total of 8.5. We got Brad Herter pitching for the Tigers, and guess what? It's a bullpen game. So we're not even going to read off his stats because it does not matter. On the opposite side, St. Louis Cardinals are going to pitch Andre Palante, who's a starter. 9 starts, 4-2 record, a 4.11 ERA, 50 and a third innings pitched, 23 earned runs, 16 walks, 32 strikeouts. The Cardinals have actually won 3 straight of his starts and 4 out of his last 5 starts. Good for him. We'll go ahead and take a look at the respective sides. We're just going to look at Tigers versus right-handed pitching, just because it does not matter what the Cardinals are facing, what Cardinals stats are, because they're going up against a bullpen game. The Detroit Tigers are 5th WRC plus, 116 WRC plus versus right-handed pitching. Pretty freaking good. In this interleague matchup, let's look at the money, where the line movement has stayed the same. It opened up a pick'em. It's still a pick'em. So there's that with that. And then the line for the total, the over opened up at 8.5 minus 115. Now it's 8.5 minus 114. Cardinals. Looks like a decent amount of money. 58% of the bets and 63% of the money is on the Tigers with no line movement, which it's not really enough money to have a big line movement. So that makes sense. The total, 66% of the bets and 58% of the money is on the over, which is not an overly public over, which you kind of like, because I don't want to, if I'm betting an over, that's kind of the only spot. Another game that I'm kind of just passing on. I'm not dealing with a bullpen game, and I'd rather just kind of stay off than mess with bullpens. So I'm just going to pass on this one. I'm surprised there are people still back in the terrible O's. I figured more money would be on the Brewers, so I just figured it would be all of it, LOL, or like a 90-10 split. You normally don't see that crazy of splits like that. So I'm not surprised that it's not like crazy splits-wise. I still think more money should be on the Brewers, yes. But no, I got where you're going at. Let's go ahead and keep on rolling. We couldn't talk about this game yesterday because there was no pitcher listed for the Mariners, and that game finished 1-0 White Sox. Yeesh. Mariners minus 140 today with a total of 8.5. We get Logan Evans taking on Shane Smith. Logan Evans this year has pitched in 4 games to 21 innings, a 2-1 record, a 2.57 ERA, 6 earned runs in those 21 innings, 8 walks, and 14 strikeouts. He's pitched pretty good to start his major league career. On the opposite side, you got Shane Smith, who has also been really freaking good this year. He's pitched in 9 games, a 1-3 record, a 2.05 ERA in 48 and a third innings pitched, 11 earned runs, 16 walks, and 43 strikeouts. So he has been great for this White Sox team. You take a look at the two sides on what they're hitting. We'll look at Seattle versus lefties. Seattle is 7th against lefties, 114 WRC plus. So they hit lefties. Righties for the White Sox, 3rd to last, 77 WRC plus. They just don't hit anybody because you go over to the other side and they hit 71 WRC plus versus lefties. So they don't hit anybody to begin with. Over to the line movement for this one. Line opened up at -165 for Seattle, and it's dropped to 145. So line movement towards the White Sox, which is very interesting. And considering that all the money, all the tickets are all over the Mariners, that's exactly where we're going to go, is the Chicago White Sox. I know this is gross. This is disgusting. We're going to go ahead and grab the White Sox here. I can get them at plus 132. Crazy line movement like that makes me like them. And Shane Smith is a stud. I did like him coming into the year. I felt like if there was a pitcher that you're going to trust from this White Sox team, that's the guy. Line moving towards, can't spell, Chicago White Sox with all money on Seattle. White Sox money line plus 132 in this one. Bats feel ice cold. Does feel like the right play, White Sox. I kind of wanted to take the under 2, but I'm just going to take the White Sox. Let's keep on rolling. The Royals and the Giants are going after in this one. The Giants are giant favorites, but at -210 in this one with a total of 7.5. You got Dylan Lynch the fourth pitching for the Kansas City Royals and Logan Webb for the Giants. Keep in mind, this is a bullpen game for the Royals, so I'm not going to be reading off all of his stats because he's going to go a whole inning. That's probably why there's a big favorite for the Giants. Logan Webb is pitching for the Giants, and he is their ace. 10 starts, a 5-3 record, a 2.42 ERA in 63 1/3 innings pitched, 17 runs, 16 strikeouts, 69 walks. I'm pretty sure he's pretty high up for, I want to see what the, I want to look up awards, National League, Cy Young. Logan Webb is plus 750. The only people ahead of him are Skeens, Wheeler, and Yamamoto. So he has been really freaking good this year. And that's somebody that I'm going to want to trust. I'm down with trusting him, so we're cool with him. Wow, Texas A&M's up 6-0 on that. I'm happy I stayed off that game today then. And it voided from yesterday. But yeah, Logan Webb really, really good. Let's look at the numbers for the Royals against right-handed pitching. Is not good. 27th WRC plus, which is 86 WRC plus. And then the Giants against both sides we're going to have to look at. San Francisco Giants, 102 WRC plus versus righties. San Francisco is also 83 WRC plus versus lefties. So about average hitting on both sides, or lefties below average. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement for this one, which there hasn't really been much line movement, so I can't really there's not a lot of line, not a lot of numbers for that. A lot of people are on the Giants, makes sense. A lot of people are on the under, also makes sense. I kind of lean towards an under in this one just because I would want to go under in this game with Logan Webb at home, because Logan Webb at home I think is allowed one earned run, 2 earned runs, because he allowed 1 to the Oakland Athletics, 1 to the Colorado Rockies, nothing against Milwaukee, and nothing against Cincinnati. So 4 earned runs when he pitches at home. So he has been really freaking good with that case. Now, I think this is just going to be a stay away spot. No need to get involved in this one. Tim, Seattle was to the Chicago White Sox. Yeah. Well, I can't lie. I liked Mississippi State. I had Mississippi State last night. The game got rained out. The bet got voided. I did not rebet it today, and now the Aggies are up 6-0. Which, I mean, I'm kind of regretting my statement saying, "Hey, the Aggies are dead," because apparently they're not dead. So it is what it is. Let's head to the next game, which is the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox are minus 140 in this one with a total of 8. We get Tyler McGill and Garrett Crochet. Tyler McGill has not been pitching well as of late. His last 4 starts, allowing 3, 4, 4, and 4. He's pitched 9 times this year to a 3. Oh, there we go. 9 times this year to a 3-4 record, a 3.74 ERA, 43 and a third innings pitched, 18 earned runs, which obviously I just mentioned 15 of those are in the last 4 starts. 22 walks and 56 strikeouts. On the opposite side, you got Garrett Crochet, who has been phenomenal this year. 10 starts, a 4-3 record, a 2 ERA, 63 innings pitched, 14 earned runs, 21 walks, and 73 strikeouts. He has been phenomenal. So that's interesting to see there. You go ahead, look at the numbers versus the 2 sides. The Mets versus lefties are 9th WRC plus 110. They do hit lefties pretty well. On the opposite side for righties, the Boston Red Sox are 14th at 103 WRC plus. So they are above average hitting against righties. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement in this one, where the line has opened up for the Red Sox at minus 150. It's now down to a minus 140. So my line is moving towards the New York Mets. The line's also opened up at an 8 at minus 115 for the over. Now it's an 8 at minus 104. So line movement towards the under in this game. It's kind of, it kind of makes sense that the line's moving towards the Mets because 46% of the bets and 58% of the money is on the New York Mets. So more of the sharp money. So that's like an interesting spot right there. I will say more of the run line money is on the Red Sox, but obviously nobody's taking plus 1.5 with the Mets. And more of the money is on the over. 53% of the bets and 54% of the money is on the over in this game. I kind of lean towards the over. I kind of lean going back to the Mets. But until the Mets can actually prove that they can hit, because they've scored 7 runs in the last 10 games, I'm going to stay away from them. It's a lean towards the Mets, but not enough for me to want to get involved. The rain delay makes sense why Aggie's up. There you go. Hey, Tim, what's good? What's good, Robert? Welcome to the show. Go T-Wolves. How did they work out last night? Thunder covered. Cool. Let's keep on rolling. I got this one right yesterday because I was on the Nationals when they beat the Atlanta Braves. Braves minus 160 in this one with a total of 8.5. We get that is AJ Smith-Shawver. He's going up against Trevor Williams. Shawver this year has been great. I believe he's one of the front runners for Rookie of the Year. So he's been good to start this year for the Atlanta Braves. 7 starts, 3-2 record, 2.33 ERA, 38 and 2/3 innings pitched, 10 earned runs, 17 walks, and 40 strikeouts. And the Braves have won his last 5 starts. Pretty solid. Trevor Williams has not been. Williams has 9 starts, a 2-5 record, a 5.91 ERA, and 45 and 2/3 innings pitched, 30 earned runs, 12 walks, and 38 strikeouts. Not particularly great, and he's been getting hit hard as of late. Both of these are right-handed pitchers. We go and look at what these two teams have been doing versus righties. The Atlanta Braves are 16th WRC plus, 102. Washington Nationals are 18th WRC plus, 101. So they're 1 WRC plus splitting each other. we'll go ahead and take a look at the line movement and what's going on in that. The Atlanta Braves have actually dropped again. They opened up at 160. I'm starting to see apparently there's some 145s hanging around for the Atlanta Braves. I'm going to go check on that. No, I'm seeing all 160s, so not a lot of crazy line movement that I thought there was in this one. And the line move has gone from 9 at -110 for the over, at 8.5 at -105. So the line movement towards the under in this game. With all the money, yep, Braves are getting a lot of money. 89% of the bets, 80% of the bets and 81% of the money is on the money line for the Atlanta Braves. 89 and 90 for the run line, and more of the money is on the over. 66% of the over, and 73% of the bets money is on the over in this one. I think I want to go back to the who do you call it today? I think I want to go back to the Nationals. A lot of money's on the Braves, and the line's not moving. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be jumping on the Nationals again. I can get plus, I think, 136 for them. Yeah, I can get plus 136 on the Nationals. Going back to Washington. All money is on Atlanta and no line movement. Give me Washington again, plus 136 on the money line. Mets screwed me yesterday on first to score. We're still waiting for them to score. No, I don't think Ronald Acuna Jr. is playing just yet. I don't think he is. I feel like I would have gotten some big notification or something if he was playing. So, no, that's something that I would have seen for sure. Forgot to plug my phone in pre-show. Cool. We're good. Feeling it, Nats first 5. I like the Natties today, yes. Let's head to the next game where we got the Texas Rangers and the New York Yankees. The Yankees are minus 115 with a total of 7.5 in this game. Jacob deGrom against Ryan Yarborough. So that should be a fun pitching matchup. Jacob deGrom this year has been back to the deGrom form. And even though he's a former Met, you love to see it. 9 starts, which is now the same amount of starts as he's had the last 2 years since joining Texas. So now he's doubled his starts. 4-1 record, 2.29 ERA, 51 innings pitched, 13 earned runs, 11 walks, and 53 strikeouts. He's looked like deGrom again. So I'm happy for him. And Texas has won 4 straight of his starts, and he's allowed 3 earned runs in those starts. On the opposite side, you got Ryan Yarborough this year. He's pitched 10 times this year, only 2 starts, a 3.7 ERA, 24 and a third innings pitched, 10 earned runs, 10 walks, 20 strikeouts. So this is going to be more of a bullpen game for the New York Yankees. So we're not really going to look at Texas's numbers hitting-wise. Yankees number 1 WRC plus against everything. They've been hitting everything this year. So that's not really any main concern for me. We'll go ahead and look at the line movement in this game. Line opened up at Texas minus 115, and now it's Texas plus 104, 105 area. So line has moved towards the New York Yankees. Let's see. Is the money? Yep, money's all over the New York Yankees. It's fun. 68% of the bets and 74% of the money is on the New York Yankees. So that makes sense. Actually, more money's on the over in this one, which normally I would say it's surprising, but when you got Jacob deGrom pitching, it is a little bit surprising. I feel like this might be Yankees or nothing. The line movement makes sense. I'm just not going to fade deGrom right now the way he's been pitching. So this one's going to be another pass for me. Rangers, first 5, minus a half. And Texas team total over 3.5, minus 125, Little League Stadium. Yeah, I want to take the Texas Rangers just with the line movement the way it's going. I can't take them right now. We've got 4 more MLB games for today. We'll jump into the Padres and the Blue Jays next. Not sponsored. We got Vasquez and Gausman, the pitching matchup in Toronto. Vasquez this year, 9 starts, a 3-3 record, 3.45 ERA, 44 and a third innings pitched, 17 earned runs, 17 earned runs, 26 walks, and 23 strikeouts. Man, when your walks numbers are higher than your strikeout numbers, that is concerning. On the opposite side, you got Kevin Gausman, who is 9 starts this year, a 3-4 record, a 4.59 ERA, 51 innings pitched, 26 earned runs, 11 walks, and 46 strikeouts. The thing is, he's either going to have a big game, like he's going to have a good game, or he's going to allow 6 earned runs. He's allowed 6 earned runs in 2 of his starts. That's 12 out of the 26 runs that he's allowed, and those came in 2 2/3 and 5 2/3. Other than that, he's been phenomenal this year. I don't like to hype up anything with the Blue Jays. Gausman has been like the only good thing for the Blue Jays this year. Both of them are righties, so we'll look at the numbers for righties with these two teams. For San Diego, 10th WRC plus in baseball at 107. Toronto is 22nd at 97 WRC plus, so they are slightly below average for the WRC plus, so hitting advantage towards the Padres. We'll look at the line history in this one, where we have the Blue Jays opening up at 155 up to 157, so slight line movement towards the Blue Jays. Money is coming in on the Padres. 65% of the money and 90%, 65% of the bets, 90% of the money is on the Padres, which is very, very interesting that the line has not moved towards them, which is going to end up putting me on the Blue Jays. Give me the Toronto Blue Jays here. I like Gausman. Gausman's like the only pitcher I'm going to trust from this Blue Jays team. And I'm going to take their run line here at +1. I can get +135. I'm going to back Gausman here. Backing Gausman versus San Diego. Give me the Toronto Blue Jays. I got their run line at +135. Padres, I'm against you. But we're both plus money. As long as one of them happens, there you go. Let's keep on rolling, and this has been an ugly series. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Colorado Rockies. Phillies are now first place in the National League East by a game and a half. They're -210. 11.5 is the total. Tajon Walker versus Palmquist. Walker has been really good this year. 8 games. He started 6 of them. Last 2 games have came in relief. 1-3 record. He has a save this year. Interesting. 2.62 ERA, 34 and a third innings pitched, 10 earned runs, 14 walks, and 31 strikeouts. He has looked this is the first year he's actually looked decent since going over to the Phillies. Palmquist has pitched once this year. And he allowed 5 earned runs, 1 walk, 6 hits, 4 innings, no strikeouts against the Arizona Diamondbacks. So he has not looked good this year. But I don't think anybody on the Colorado Rockies have looked good this year. We'll go ahead and take a look at what these two teams are hitting against the respective sides. Philadelphia, 4th in WRC plus, 119 WRC plus for them. Colorado is dead last in both categories. It does not matter. Colorado will never have a hitting advantage. Garbage team. We go and look at the line movement in this one. Line opened up at 250. It's down to 210. I'm not doing this again because I know a lot of the money is on Philly, and the line movement is towards Colorado, and they're going to make me want to bet Colorado, and then Philly's going to win this game 7-1. I'm not doing it. I'm not putting my hard-earned money on the Colorado Rockies again. Give me a pass on this game. I want nothing to do with this game in Coors Field. I fell for game 1. I did not fall for game 2. Phillies. What's the run line on the Phillies? Like, I feel like that's not really any value on it. You have to lay a 2.5 on the Phillies. It's not worth it. We on Brewers. We are not. I'm on the Orioles. I know that sounds crazy. My card today consists of Astros, Orioles, White Sox, Nationals, and Blue Jays. It's beautiful, isn't it? Phillies money line have to parlay. Has the minus 300 fade gotten better? I'll be honest. Nick did the minus 300 fade. I never did, so I did not continue the minus 300 fade. It's just that simple. I just did not. All right, I'm going to quickly put this one up because I bet this every day. Even though it has not been working out, I don't want to hear about it. It's not going to stop me from betting it. I am running the experiment. If I lose money, I lose money. I'm pretty sure it's up this year. I will do a full rundown eventually. But I'm taking the Athletics every day, along with the team total over Rooker props and Rooker props and Butler props. The Athletics are now 5 games under 500, which sucks because they were doing so well, and then they had a little bit of a skid. It is what it is. JP Sears versus Kahanowicz. Kahanowicz this year has been one of the more consistent arms for the Angels. He's coming off of a 6 2/3, 1 earned run, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, and a win versus the Dodgers. 9 starts this year, 3-5 record, 4.71 ERA, 49 2/3 innings pitched, 26 earned runs, 20 walks, and 29 strikeouts. He has looked good. On the opposite side, you got JP Sears, who's been another one of those consistent arms for the Athletics. 9 starts, 4-3 record, 3.31 ERA, 18 earned runs, 10 walks, and 38 strikeouts. He has looked good. Once again, I'm on the Athletics every single day. Let's quickly look at the numbers. Angels versus lefties. Bad, 59 WRC plus, only ahead of Baltimore and Colorado. Athletics versus righties are 11th WRC plus, which is 106. Not too bad, just sitting right behind the Mets and the Padres. Line movement in this game. Oakland opened up at minus 150. Now it's up to 165. So line movement has gone there. And it's moved slightly towards the under. No number change on that one. Athletics getting enough of the money, which makes sense for the line movement. So I'm on the Athletics run line plus 130, plus 115. 1.5 feels safer. 5-3 game. The over. I don't hate the over in this game. Can't trust coconuts. Angels have been red hot. They have been. Unfortunately, it's not the Athletics betting has not worked out as of late, but I still believe at the end of the year it will be profitable. The Dodgers finally snapped their 4-game losing streak last night with a 4-3 win. They're minus 140 against the Diamondbacks today in the rubber match. I believe it's the rubber match. Do they play tomorrow? What does tomorrow's card look like? They do not play tomorrow, and it's only a 9-game card tomorrow. So, interesting to see there. Dodgers minus 140, total of 9. Corbin Burns, Dustin May. Corbin Burns this year has been good. 8 starts, 3-1 record, 2.56 ERA, and 45 2/3. He did miss a little bit of time with an injury. 13 earned runs, 21 walks, 43 strikeouts. He's won his last 3 starts, and he's allowed 2 or less runs in his last 4 starts. So he has been starting to look really good. Dustin May on the opposite side. 8 starts, a 1-4 record at 4.43 ERA, 44 2/3 innings pitched, 22 earned runs, 17 walks, and 41 strikeouts. The Dodgers have lost his last 3 starts and 4 out of his last 5 starts. In terms of hitting wise, both of them are righties. The Dodgers are second WRC plus, 127. The Arizona Diamondbacks 124, third in WRC Plus in the MLB. So both these two teams hit right-handed pitching hard. In terms of the line movement, Dodgers opened up minus 130. It's up to 140. And the line and the total has not moved at all. Line movement towards the Dodgers makes sense because there's 60% of the bets and 58% of the money is on them. Although I kind of lean Arizona in this game. This is I like Corbin Burns in this one, and this is a Dodgers team that's kind of been struggling. I'm going to stick with the 6 plays that I have bet so far today in the MLB and run with that. I haven't bet the series the entire time, so I'm not going to start here. I'm going to pass on this one, which will bring us to NBA time. Diamondbacks smash righties. Both teams are smashing righties. Both teams are smashing righties right now. So let's go ahead and head to the NBA where we get the Pacers and the Knicks in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Knicks are minus 4.5 with a total of 223.5 in this one. I did take the Pacers to win the series, but I will say we're going to look at the games individually. Indiana opened up as a 4-point favorite. New York opened up as a 4-point favorite. Now it's up to a 4.5. The line opened up at 223.5. It's gone to 223. It's gone up to 223.5. Back down to 223. It went all the way up to 224. Back down to 223.5. So slight movement towards the over in this one. 57% of the bets, 67% of the money is on the Knicks spread. So it makes sense why that's going there. 90% of the bets and 85% of the money is on the over. So that kind of makes sense why the lines kind of moved towards the over. And then obviously more people are on the Pacers money line because nobody's betting the Knicks money line at minus 180. Part of me wants to bet the over in this game. But I'm trying to think of where I want to go on this one. I am going to take the over in this game. Line movements towards the over. The money's not overly whelming towards the over. I do kind of lean Knicks in this game. But I'm going to go ahead and take this game to go over the total. I can get 223.5 at minus 110. So sign me up for the over here. In Game 1 to give me the over between the Knicks and the Pacers. Knicks. I don't hate the Knicks. Although I feel like if you bet the Pacers money line both games, it's going to be 1-1 going back to New York, going back to Indiana, and that's all Indiana can ask for. Have the series go 1-1 back to Indiana. My surgical MLB parlay small play of the day plus 1,400. Mets team total under. Logan Webb over outs. Stroh's money line. BJ's money line. Phils and Rocks over 10.5. Each leg has been pretty good. Trends and backing it. Good luck, dude. I hope the Mets part loses, but other than that, good luck. This is my side play to my straight bets on the card. Go for it, dude. Let's head over to Hockey World. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals here between the Oilers and the Stars. The Stars are minus 130 in this one with a total of 6. So Game 1, line opened up at Dallas minus 120. It's up to a Dallas minus 130. Line opened up at towards the over at 6 minus 112. Now it's 6 minus 116. Money towards for the money line, 40% of the bets and 61% of the money is actually on the Oilers, which is very interesting considering that the line is moving towards the Stars. I think I'm going to grab the Stars here to start it off. And I'm not, here's the deal. I'm not going to puck line this one. I am, unless, we'll see if I can get 125 or better. I can get 125. I'm going to grab the Stars here at home. Because with the lines moving towards the Stars and all the money's on the Oilers, which is a little bit weird. So I'm gonna back the Stars here. Stars take game 1 of Western Conference Finals. I like the Stars in this one. And to start off the series, I will say I'll probably be on the Oilers when they get home. But right now, with the numbers the way that they are, I'm going to go ahead and take the Stars in game 1. Oilers. Thank you for the show, Earle. I got you. MGM's 20% on NHL any bet boost. I'm taking the Stars. But that is all of the games for today. And then once again, I have some college baseball. New Mexico State plus 4.5. Virginia Tech money line. Texas Tech money line. Washington, Hawaii, Liberty, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's a run line. Kansas State's a run line. And Xavier is a money line. So if you guys are interested in some college baseball, those are all my college baseball plays. But that's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back again with another one tomorrow. We'll see you guys then.